Timesheets extension was designed to quickly and easily record the time for your users. First, let's go ahead and open it through Projects and then Timesheets. Now you can see that we have our pay periods, and these are configurable in the configuration area. You can set it to be once a month, once every few weeks, or twice a month. Next, we have our log feature, which basically allows you to log a certain period so the users can no longer add any time logs to it. So those are usually used for when you completely close the period and don't want anyone to make any changes to the time that they recorded. Next, we have our employees list. So all the employees are only visible to a system admin. If I were to log in as a regular user, I would not see any other employees. You can also include additional employees to this list as needed. Next, we have our user first and last name and the period that it's selected. Next, you can see our hours are categorized by the type, and all those are automatically calculated for you so you can see quickly what the status is on each employee. So now to add a new entry to the timesheet, you would simply click on the plus sign, select your time, and then out time. The total gets automatically calculated, and then you can select what type of an activity or a log that is, and those pick list values can be configured in the configuration area. And next we have our related to column, which basically allows you to associate that time entry to any record in the system. In this case, we're just going to pick a ticket and attach it to this time log entry. And lastly, you can put in additional notes. And once we hit save, the time log gets then added. And you can also add multiple time logs per day. So you just hit plus, and again you would go through the same process. You can also stop or delete time log entries. You can also see that we have calculated overtime. This is automatically calculated based on what you set in the configuration area. So you can assign number of hours for each period, and as soon as it gets over, you'll be able to see what's the calculated overtime. If we scroll all the way down, we can see that we have total for that period as well. And you can switch between employees as well as periods. Next, let's take a look at the list view. So the list is only available for the system admins as well. So under customize, we can go into our lists, and on that list you can see all the time entries added in the timesheet. You can make changes, you can export, delete, edit, as well as you can import new entries into timesheet in case it's coming from another system. Lastly, what we would like to look at is the settings area. And within settings, that's where you can set when your period starts. So that would be, say, if you're just starting to use the system, it would be the day that you start using the system. The periods can be 7 days, 14 days, or 2 periods per month. And we have a few examples. If you hover over the information icon, it explains how that works. And this is the calculated overtime. You can put in a number or leave it blank if that's not needed. And you can also specify the start and end date so users don't have to scroll through too many time selections. And lastly, you can either turn on and off the related to column. That was where you could select ticket or a contact and associate to that time entry. And going back one step, I would like to show you where you can actually customize the type values. So again, we have our type, and this is a colorful pick list. And to change those types or add new, you would go to customize and then customize types and colors. Okay. And then you can see these are the types, and you can just simply add new value, select the color, and save it.